guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. You can see I am joined by Korean pro SMARTLIFE. Very, very popular request here on the channel, playing this nasty Royal Giant deck, featuring, of course, the shock that they decided to buff her Valkyrie, and the shock that they decided not to nerf him Royal Giant. Now, this deck is perfect for ladder, for trophy pushing, which is why you don't really see a deck like this in, say, CRL, or competitive play, or winning too many grand challenges. This is a ladder-only deck, and it's a signature deck of SMARTLIFE, so thrilled to have him on today. So in today's video, we're going to watch him live as we are right now. After that, I'm going to go ahead and play a match or two inside the arena at the end of the video, and as always, we're going to share the top 5 tips from the pro to you guys to have success with this deck. You can find the text tips in the description below, as well as the deck link, as every single video here on the channel, in the description of the video, so you guys don't have to waste your time copying the deck. By the way, note to self, don't wear a yellow shirt on a green screen, because you can see the arena coming through my shirt here. Apologies, guys. I never claimed to be a professional YouTuber. Or maybe I did. Anyway, let's go to the tips, guys, before this goes off the rails, before we even get started here on the channel. So 5 tips really quickly as we watch this first match. We'll do play-by-play after this, okay? Tip number 1 is don't play minions and goblin gang early on in the same lane or at the same time until you identify which spells they have, for obvious reasons. Minions and goblin gang are very, very important in this deck. Tip number 2, in comboing off that first tip, is that your ideal push offensively with this deck is going to be Royal Giant plus gang or Royal Giant plus minions. You're going to be using that push almost every time that you use the Royal Giant, depending on what spells the opponent has. Tip number 3 is going to be if the opponent drops a golem or a P.E.K.K.A. or a Lava Hound in the back. With this deck, you have to pressure the opposite lane, assuming that the elixir is somewhat even, especially in single elixir time. The first time they drop a golem or a P.E.K.K.A. or a Lava Hound in the back, you want to go ahead and just drop the Royal Giant and see what they do and then react. The second time, you should have kind of know what they have in hand, and then you can combine in a 9 elixir push, you can combine the Royal Giant with the minions or Royal Giant with the Goblin Gang. Tip number 4. The Rocket, as we just saw it. Don't be afraid to use it on defense, number 1. Don't be afraid to use the Rocket against the Baby Dragon, an Electro Dragon, or an Inferno Dragon, especially in double elixir time, number 2. And number 3, with 30 seconds left, go ahead and start contemplating, assuming elixir is even, contemplating rocket cycling. 2 rockets are roughly 1,300 damage, depending on level, if they're max, so go ahead and take advantage of that. So those are the rules of the Rocket. The last tip is it's not necessary to defend every single push with this deck. Sometimes he'll treat it like a big heavy beatdown deck. He'll take some damage in exchange for using an offensive Rocket as a cycle, GG's by the way, or just going ahead and building up a big Royal Giant push. So guys, that's match number 1. Those are your 5 tips. Let's go ahead and jump into the arena for match number 2. Alright guys, here we go into the second match against TL Challenger. Sorry. So, Dark Prince in the back here. We're going to go ahead and start with the minions in the opposite lane. So, potentially a kite with a Royal Giant here. Let's see. Okay, no, I stand corrected. But that's, of course, another play that you guys can do if you're not used to playing Royal Giant a lot, especially against bridge spam type decks. You can play the Royal Giant in the opposite lane, especially if you cycle something in the back. So now we go with the musketeer, same lane as the opponent's musketeer. Let's see what he does here, guys. Looks like he's happy. No, I was going to say happy just to let it go, but he drops down the Valkyrie, and there it goes. I told you guys, he is not afraid to use the Rocket against either of the 3 dragons. So here it comes, the Mega Knight. Mega Knight, Inferno D, Muskie, Dark Prince Zap. Interesting deck. Do you think it's a skeleton barrel deck? I always find those decks very annoying to go against, even though they're not meta anymore. The giant, or not the giant skeleton, the skeleton barrel Mega Knight deck, oof. Hate that deck. I hate it. Skeleton Barrel is one of those cards that I always screw up against. I always time it wrong, or at least it feels that way, right? Anyway, it's a bridge spam deck. It looks like kind of a weird bridge spam deck with Mega Knight in there. Very, very unorthodox to see inside the arena, especially this high in top 200. So we're halfway through the match. The opponent goes with another Dark Prince in the back. This time we go same lane in the back with a Valkyrie. Looks like at this point, we're just playing things really, really passively here in single elixir time. You can see SMARTLIFE not one to really rush things. And that Inferno Dragon played a little bit up more, so we didn't obviously take that rocket. We want to make sure we're hitting the tower and the troop that we're targeting. So here comes a poison down on our musketeer. We take this opportunity to reload with a tombstone. Now the opponent tries to sneak in a battle ram in the left lane. And it looks like we're going to take that damage. And I mentioned this right in the tips. We're happy to take some damage with this deck. Skeletons helping out. The Larrys are like, we got this, kinda, sorta, not really, in the left lane. So Mini P.E.K.K.A. is the last card. Talk about a difficult matchup, right? I mean, Mega Knight is what it is, right? But Inferno Dragon and Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to be very difficult for SMARTLIFE to handle here. This time we go with a Valkyrie into that Dark Prince, a well played from the opponent. Now we go with a Royal Giant in the left lane here. In a big combo. Zap comes down, but we play a Zap of our own, buying an extra hit or two with that Royal Giant. Meanwhile, a couple minions get to that left tower, but still not a lot of damage to show from this, guys. Now we have a Valkyrie in the middle. Let's see what we can pull. We have Tombstone and Cycle. We pull everything into that Valkyrie. Beautiful defensive sequence there for SMARTLIFE with 2 seconds left. This one's going to overtime. And look at that! The King Tower activation vis-a-vis the Dark Prince. You don't see that too often. Beautiful play there with the minions for the Inferno D. We do get a couple hits there, and we don't overcommit. You can see we're gonna definitely need elixir left, for defense here. The Inferno Dragon does get distracted by that Valkyrie and a Dark Prince in the back by the opponent. Oh, about 25-30 seconds here into sudden death overtime. Here comes the Mega Knight. Here comes the Dark Prince. This could be trouble. Minions down. We have Valkyrie back in hand. Don't we? Musketeer played in front of the King Tower. Activated King Tower really helping us out here. Zap comes down, preventing the Battle Ram from getting a charge off on that left tower. Now we have a Musketeer. Goblin Gang played on the Musketeer. 2:10 remaining here in sudden death overtime. Dark Prince coming down the left lane, and here comes another Mega Knight splat. Here we go with another Tombstone, pulling the Dark Prince and the Mega Knight to the center of the arena. Poison is down by the opponent. King Tower just chipping away at both of those troops. A nice high Valkyrie evading that poison. And now a $150 left in sudden death overtime. We haven't done that much damage to the opponent's towers here. A Musketeer mirrors that Musketeer in the left lane, and here comes another Battle Ram. A Goblin Gang is down, taking advantage of the no log or bar barrel in the opponent's deck. And here we go with the Royal Giant again with the minions in tow here. Zap comes down from the opponent, but not before we get one, make it 2 hits on that right tower. So now we are potentially in what SMARTLIFE told us is his double rocket range. But he needs to stop these pushes first. We have a Valkyrie on the left tower, Musketeer on the left tower, taking it all the way down to 986. We are right back in this match, guys. Zap comes down on the Dark Prince. We have a Valkyrie down for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Nice defense there again by SMARTLIFE. 1 minute remaining here in overtime, just a little bit above. We have minions again in hand, I think. No, we don't need minions. We just need 1 hit on the Royal Giant. That's going to be rocket range. He's going to pull off this victory, guys. Wow, come from behind victory. That's 2-0. Let's go into the next match, guys. All right, guys, against Eduardo 2210. He is 184th in the world right now. I keep forgetting to show you guys in between the matches. I'll make sure I do so in the rest of the video. So Eduardo 2210, we start out with minions cycled in the back. It's kind of one of those weird starting plays where I've never been one to cycle minions in the back. How about you guys? Do you guys do that? And now that I see SMARTLIFE do it, I'm much more willing to do so now. So a Battle Ram and arrows. And we're just going to go ahead and take things as the opponent gives them to us. Playing a nice easy defense there with the Tombstone. And now look at this, Valkyrie at the bridge with the Goblin Gang. So why'd we do that? It's pretty simple, right? He used his arrows. We're playing him for not another small spell. And now he uses an elixir pump. What the heck is this deck? Is it 3 Musketeers? It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be a 3 Musketeer deck. Weird. 3 Musketeers. We talked about this a couple videos ago, guys, but 3 Musketeers is one of those cards that some people still use, even high on ladder. Heck, even in a tournament the other day, I had somebody using 3 Musketeers top 5 in the tournament. So they are viable, and now I'm thrown off here. Peck in the back, and again, hearkening back to the first match with the tips, we go immediately right lane, opposite lane with the Royal Giant. And see, just like you said, I'm glad that this SMARTLIFE props to you, bro, because you're not making a liar out of me, right? He's doing exactly what he said he was doing. He went opposite lane the first time before he knows what the opponent's playing. Not going to combo with anything. So that was really well played there. We have Valkyrie and Zap in hand. Bye-bye, Three Musketeers. GG's. Pretty much, right? I mean, I kid, there's still 70 seconds left in this match, but man, I mean, we have barely any damage onto our towers here. This could be 3-0 to start the video, guys. I was going to do like 4 or 5 matches with SMARTLIFE and then play myself, but I might just go. If he's going to be hot on fire like this, I might just go ahead and let him play for a bit. We'll see how high he can get in ladder, and I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. But again, taking some damage there. He's perfectly comfortable taking some damage. Looks like he's going to be putting some pressure here, and he does. P.E.K.K.A comes down, though. That's going to be an issue. P.E.K.K.A comes down, gang comes down onto our Royal Giant, not before we zap there and get a few hits. And again here, we're taking a little bit of damage from those barbarians on our right tower, but already 27, 26 seconds left in this match here, guys. It's going to be another easy one. He's making it look easy at least. 20 seconds left. This deck is deadly, guys. I think a lot of you guys are going to have a lot of success with this deck. It's fun to play. And it's different, you know? I think that if you're anything like me, you're sick of that Royal Giant E-Wiz Furnace deck. It feels like every deck is the Royal Giant E-Wiz Furnace, and it's nice to have a change of pace. We're 3-0. Let's go into match number 4, guys. Not before we check to see where he is in the standings here. So, SMARTLIFE is 154. Be right back. All right, guys, into the next match against Zero. 154 right now. 3-0 so far on the video. Let's keep the win streak alive here against Zero, which is trademarked. So if you're looking for the name Zero, not available. So Princess. All right, something different here. Even though the P.E.K.K.A Three Musketeers was certainly different as well. Friendly battle canceled. All right, so Princess Rocket bait. Good old log bait. They use the rocket against our Valkyrie. Then we play the high musketeer there, same lane as the Valkyrie, using what little sliver of life is left in the Valkyrie as a tank for that musketeer, but she runs smack dab into another Valkyrie from the opponent. So here we go. We have Zap in hand here, guys, and perfectly timed Zap. Oh man, and again, we're taking some damage from the Valkyrie in the left lane. Doesn't matter because we get way more in the right lane thanks to the Royal Giant, and the opponent has to use a lot of elixir to try to stop that Royal Giant. We have a 3 elixir lead right now. And the crying skeleton comes out from the opponent. Let's see what we do here. Play a Valkyrie right there at the bridge, not wanting to give up any princess hits on the tower that they have already identified as the one they want to take down from us. Valkyrie on Valkyrie action in the left lane. Gonna put a parental advisory, demonetization on this video. Halfway through the match, Valkyrie crosses the bridge, and we have a Goblin gang ready for the Goblin barrel. Nice gang there. The Spirit Goblin's gonna be able to finish off the Valkyrie, and a couple stab goblins stay alive as well. 1501 remaining on the right tower of the opponent. 1902 remaining on our tower. Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about the Royal Giant Musketeer played opposite lane here? Nice muskie. How do you guys feel about the Royal Giant and the Valkyrie, those 2 cards? You know, I think a lot of you guys let me know in a couple of videos ago that you guys who also kind of want to see in a beautiful, again, you guys can see, sorry, I'm all over the place here. But again, we go with the minions with the Royal Giant, knowing that the Inferno Tower was in hand. And against Inferno Tower, you're going to want to make sure, even though we don't get a ton of damage there, you're going to want to make sure that you have the Zap in hand. Obviously, whenever they have the Inferno Tower and Inferno Dragon, we go ahead and we rocket there with the Valkyrie and the Tombstone, going to deny all damage from that Goblin barrel. The opponent sends a rocket our way as well. Looks like this one's probably going to be going to sudden death overtime. But yeah, let me know what you think about those 2 cards. Royal Giant and Valkyrie. Do they need a nerf, or am I a little bit overreacting here? Actually, I forgot who it was. It was, oh, who was it? I saw a pro somewhere out there saying that he actually thinks Valkyrie is balanced right now. So I don't know. I think that the kind of the jury is out on Valkyrie and Royal Giant certainly. So I'd be curious to see what you guys think as we do indeed go to sudden death overtime. Here we go. Goblin Gang and a Princess coming down the right lane. We have a Valkyrie in the pocket. Minions played on the Valk, and one of those Gobos. Musketeer is going to finish off that Valkyrie before she gets any damage onto our tower. We ignore the Princess for a while. Now we played the Goblin Gang on the Princess and a Royal Giant in the pocket. Tons of Swarm coming down as well. We do have Zap in hand. We use Zap right there, guys. I think that's going to be GG. That is beautiful job defending first, then transitioning to a Royal Giant in the pocket. That's 4 wins in a row. Let's keep the win streak alive, but first, let's go ahead and check to see where he is in the global leaderboard here. Oh, Charlie Mack. Shout out to Charlie Mack and his son Noah, regular viewers here of the channel. 123, be right back. All right, guys, here we go, 123 in the world. Yeah, it's Charlie spamming with a friend. Charlie, I'm trying to record here, man. It's all good. All right, Miner comes down. Valkyrie catches that Miner, splitting the Goblin Gang. So it seems like splitting the Goblin Gang or splitting the minions are going to be the go-to moves to start things out here. Spectros, a very, very good French player, obviously. So we'll see. We're going to have our work cut out for us here against Spectros. He's won a lot of my tournaments and ladder matches that we've featured him in. It looks like he's playing the boss deck, Giant, Miner, I think double or triple spell. Either way, it's the only deck you really see with E-Drag anymore right now. And it is the triple spell, the Fireball Zap coming down on that Musketeer. And because of that 6 elixir spell investment, we go ahead and we pounce on the opposite lane, knowing that Log is also not in cycle. With the Royal Giant, now Log's in cycle, but it took a Prince to get there, and we're able to get more damage than he is, and that Prince has no health left. Beautiful play there, heads up play. Not going to be an easy matchup with the triple spells, but you can see how SmartLife did not delay at all, right? He went boom, opposite lane, Royal Giant, Goblin Gang, forget about it. Did not delay at all, because the more you delay, the more the opponent has a chance to cycle to another spell to Log in that case. But considering the spells the opponent does have, you can tell that SmartLife, unless he knows Log is way out of cycle, he's going to make sure he's using the Royal Giant and the minions in combination, because minions obviously won't die to anything but Fireball in his deck. So here we go. However, E-Drag is going to be a problem as well. So Miner comes in trying to assassinate that Musketeer. We actually protect the Musketeer with the Goblin Gang. Nice defense there by SmartLife. Elixir is tied here, but we do have a Musketeer and a Tombstone on the board, so we go in. Now we have Gang back. No, we use Gang on defense, my bad. So we go in with a Royal Giant. We're going to get 1 hit. That's it. And then we have the Skeletons temporarily tanking for that Musketeer, doing chip damage to that Prince. We have an E-Drag coming in on the opposite lane, and we have 2 Musketeers take down that E-Drag. Beautiful play here. Beautiful little push by SmartLife. Now forcing a defensive Miner out of the opponent and just barely sneaking in the big fella there in front of that Musketeer. That Musketeer is getting so much value, it's insane. Finally forcing a Fireball out of Spectros and getting a few more hits on that left tower. Is he going to go 5 in a row? Jeez. 9:16 remaining on the tower. This time Spectros frustrated with the left lane. He decides to start going right lane. We have that Tombstone ever loaded there, ready for that Giant. Now we play the minions as well. Fireball's in hand, so we got to be careful here for the opponent. Actually, forget it. We go opposite lane again, staying aggressive here as we cross over into sudden death overtime. That's going to be 1 hit. That's rocket range. GG again. Don't even need the rocket. SmartLife 5 in a row. This dude can't lose. Title. No, let's check to see where he is in the ladder, guys. He's 80th in the world. Ooh, let's do one more against Jose. All right, guys, against Jose. We are 80th in the world. We started at like 240. This is an epic ladder climb video. Man, I caught SmartLife feeling really good, guys. And now I can see, just to be honest, I've had SmartLife on the channel, but it's been like a year plus or whatever. It feels like that at least. But I can see why you guys wanted to see this guy in the channel. It's really a unique and fun deck, and he's really effective with it. So 30 seconds into this match or so, probably a graveyard matchup. And there it is, Ice Wiz in the back. Poison comes down. We're going to go ahead and we see that Poison and a lot of Elixir committed by the opponent. So we go ahead, we don't even hesitate. We use that Rocket there against the Ice Wiz. And that's one of those plays that, again, guys, you know, you'll pick up with time playing a deck like this. Obviously, you're not going to just be rocketing every Ice Wiz the opponent uses, but when they commit, Charlie, when they commit with the Poison, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive rocket. So here comes, this could be trouble here, guys. We delay a little bit. We use the minion horde against the baby D. We use the goblin gang, but we take a lot of damage on that right tower. 12-16 remaining on our right tower. Halfway through this match, this one's might not be as easy. We don't have poison, obviously, in this matchup, and it's interesting to see that SMARTLIFE is not really holding back with his Valkyrie, which arguably is, you know, Valkyrie, minions, and Goblin Gang are all kind of tier 2 counters to the graveyard. So the Knight not down in time, that's going to give the Musketeer time to finish off the baby dragon, and now let's see what we do here against the Knight. 5 elixir in hand, looks like we're going to go ahead and just let that Musketeer go. Gonna get 1, make it 2 hits on that tower, 2 very lucrative hits on that right tower. We play a tombstone there on defense. Let's see if the opponent poisons or what they do. We're leaking some elixir here. We decide to split a very high goblin gang, doing some chip damage away at that tombstone. We also cycle a zap on the right tower, finishing off that tombstone. Now we're just leaking more elixir. So is the opponent. Is he gonna rocket here? What is he gonna do? I would yeah, okay. He rockets. I like how I say I would rocket, like I have any clue about how to play this deck. But he did rocket, so we made the right decision there. And now, okay, you know what, guys? I guess this guy gave up. I guess, you know what, we'll take it. You know what? It took me a while there to realize what the heck was going on, but, you know, 19 seconds left. Let's go ahead and end the ladder push there. I don't know where this guy's gonna be. It looks like Jose probably just disconnected, because it didn't look like he wasn't really down that match. Things were pretty even after the Musketeer got those 2 hits on the tower. So let's check to see where SMARTLIFE is right now on ladder, and then I'll hop in for 1 match because we did 6 wins in a row. Undefeated video. That's a beautiful video for YouTube. Let's see. 61st in the world. Be right back, guys. All right, are you guys ready? Because I sure as hell am not. But we have the deck selected. Here we go. All right. Oops. Well, you have to, right? Good luck. All right, I think that's the first time I ever opened with an oops, but you have to oops against an oops, right? All right, Muskie, same lane. Starts out with a bandit. We'll go ahead and play a high goblin gang here. And I'm gonna go with a Valkyrie. Nice. I noticed that like SMARTLIFE would be a little bit aggressive with the Valk, so I'm gonna try to do the same, right? Now he might have a battle ram, so I'm gonna be ready for that in the right. Okay. Or a ram rider. Okay. Not perfect, but it works out. Valkyrie in the back. Figure this guy has poison. He has snowball too. Ooh, okay. We're gonna go in hot here, guys. He has snowball in hand. That's fine though. I'm gonna zap that up. Oh. Okay. Luckily the Ram Rider goes in front. He used a ooh. He used a very aggressive lightning. Okay. So now 14-15. Already the tower's pretty low. I'm feeling pretty good about this match all of a sudden. Gonna kind of hover my... And again, he does have lightning, but I'm not like super concerned about it, you know? Just gonna chill. Gonna go opposite lane here. Try to put a little bit of pressure on him, right? Oh! Okay, he's not gonna snowball, which is good. Now he's gonna snowball. Oh, yes. Tons of damage. Valkyrie, Musketeer. I think this is GG, guys. Oh, crap. Where's that snowball? Zap. Boom. He used the snowball. Wow. That's it. GG's. Against P.E.K.K.A. too. Alright guys, well hey, SMARTLIFE went on such a win streak. The video is already kind of long. We'll go ahead and end it there. I would give him an oops, but I don't want to give him an oops. That would be too mean. We already gave him the oops. We'll give him the good luck and good game and GG oops. We'll give him the YouTube. Oops. Alright guys, well listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Really had a lot of fun playing this deck and more importantly, way more importantly, watching SMARTLIFE. So check out SMARTLIFE in social media, his player profile, thanks to statsroyale.com. Check him out guys, the stats are insane. You can take a look at his win streak to see if maybe he continued his win streak after this video was recorded. All that will be below along with his tips and the deck link. And a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out Bren's information as well in the description below. Thank you guys for watching all the way till the end. I really appreciate it. And as always, take care guys.